Good morning, guys. Welcome to science class. How do meteorologists predict weather? That's our topic. It's a question. Copy, please. Alan, did you copy the topic?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. How do meteorologists predict weather? Your family plans a camping trip for the weekend. You hope the weather will be fair and sunny. You turn on the TV to see the weather report. The reporter shows some maps, sunny and fair here. Changes, chances of showers there. Look at the screen, please, Alan. You are not in class, Alan. Air masses and fronts. We're gonna see the definitions of these ones. Have you ever wondered what causes the weather to change? Why now it's sunny and then could be rainy? Have you ever wondered what causes the weather to change? Alan, what are you looking at?
In that photos, Miss, in that photos you can see that it's from there are some photos of warm air and cold air. That's
Okay.
how the meteorologists predict the weather, because they feel the cold air and the warm air, and they can predict that, for example, you're gonna be raining and then sunny.
But predicting is one thing. What causes the weather is another thing. It's moving air masses. Okay, the air moving, the masses of air moving change the weather. An air mass is a large body of air that has about the same temperature and humidity throughout. So it's like it's a mass, like let's say it could be like a cloud. Let's imagine it's like a cloud. So that cloud has the same temperature or similar temperature and also the same humidity in the whole cloud. That's an air mass. Air masses can be warm or cold and can have a little or a lot of water vapor. They take on the temperature and humidity of the area where they form. If the air masses is here in Honduras, the temperature could have to be warm because we are in a tropical area. But if the air mass is formed in the North Pole, the temperature needs to be low, very cold, because it forms in a very cold place. Air masses are so large that 2 or 3 can cover most of the United States. United States is a huge country. And imagine that these air masses are so big that there are necessary to cover United States 2 or 3 air masses. So they are huge, incredibly huge. Yes, Maria Jose, what's your question?
My question is that it can even call, and how much of the thing that you just mentioned need to cover Russia?
Russia is another big country. Maybe 3 air masses or 4.
Or maybe 4.
Maybe 4,
because Russia is bigger than United States. Well,
Russia is, yes, it's greater. Yes, it's bigger. It's bigger. Okay, differences in here. Yeah.
You can repeat what the air mass said. I didn't understand.
I didn't understand.
No, what is air mass and front?
That's what I'm trying to explain. An air mass is a large body of air that has about the same temperature and humidity. It's air. Gabriel, 14 minutes late. Copy the topic. And Ryan too. Ryan connected about 11 minutes late. This is the topic. Copy in your notebook. How do meteorologists predict weather? So, differences in air pressures and wind often cause air masses to move. So this huge amount of air moves. And what causes this air moves? Well, the differences in the air pressure and wind. These two these two, how can I mention them? These two elements, it says air pressure and wind, causes the air masses to move. Air masses usually move from west to east in the United States. As an air mass moves, it meets another air mass. It doesn't mean that there are only 2 or 3. This is one, and this is another one. So this one is moving. Imagine this one is moving this side. Okay? So in a moment, these two air masses are gonna meet. Okay, they are gonna meet. What's gonna happen? That's what it says here. As an air mass moves, it meets. This word, meets. Like yesterday. Yesterday we met at the school. Okay, we traveled from our homes to the school and we met at the school. So that's what happened. As an air mass moves, it meets another air mass. You might think that air masses will mix together, right? That's what we think about. That I have air, there is air here and another air, and when they meet, they mix. That's my logical thinking. Tell me. That's what I think, right? The air is gonna mix, but they don't. Air masses don't mix. The air masses stay separate. Interesting, right? Jose Enrique, you are late, Jose Enrique. Copy the topic, please. The line where two air masses meet is a front. Okay, that's a front. Air masses is air. Air masses is air. Okay, let me add some color here. So imagine this is a mass and this is another one. But it says where the two air masses meet, there. So means here. The two air masses meet here. So this area, this part is a front. Where the two masses meet, that's a front. Okay, front, the line where two masses meet, over there, right there, that's a front. The drawing of the cold front, or that's another point I mentioned at the beginning. I said that air masses has different temperature and also different amount of water vapor in it. And that depends on the place the air mass is formed. If the air mass is formed in a desert, the temperature in the air mass is very high, and the amount of water vapor is less. But what happens if the air masses forms in the North Pole? The temperature is going to be low because the North Pole is a very cold place. And the amount of water could be a little bit more than on a desert. So the drawing of the cold front show what happens when a cold air mass pushes into a warm air mass. So we have a cold and a warm. What happened? Look at the picture. The picture says this is warm air, and the two air masses are pushing. Look at the cold. Cold, if we remember, for example, warm air, it's lighter, es más liviano. El aire caliente es más liviano que el frío. That's why warm air is up and cold air is down. Warm air is lighter, es más liviano. That's why it is up. It is higher than the cold air. But look what it says here. The warm air rises quickly and cools rapidly, causing huge storm clouds to build up. Soon, rain or snow may fall. Thunder and lightning may also occur during a rainstorm. Cold fronts move very quickly, so the storm may not last very long. So it means cold air travels faster than warm air. The drawing of the warm front, this one, see, the warm front is up and the cold is down. But the drawing of the warm front shows how warm air slides slowly upward over the cold air mass. As the warm air rises, it cools and forms clouds. However, these clouds are feathery clouds that form high in the sky. Feathery clouds. Remember that we saw three types of cloud. The cumulus. The other one, cumulus,
Stratus, like
stratus, and I don't remember the other one. Cumulus, stratus, and I forgot the other.
Let me look for it.
Three types of clouds. So in this case, when the air is moving, let me erase what I do have here. When the warm air is moving this direction, forms storm clouds. Here, form huge storm clouds. But when the air is moving, the warm air is moving this direction, it forms feathery clouds. These clouds,
I found them.
Cumulus, stratus,
Cumulus,
cirrus, exactly.
Stratus.
Cirrus, stratus, and cumulus. So this one, when the warm air is moving this direction, forms feathery clouds in the high. They are high in the sky. Thicker clouds that form lower in the sky follow the high clouds. The gentle rain or snow produced by a warm front may last several days. So this one could be a hurricane. If a rain lasted for days, that one could be a hurricane. When the front passes, warm, mild weather follows. So we have here two different kinds of front, cold front and warm front. Cold front, a cold air masses pushes into. So these one are like meet. Estos se encuentran. But look at this one. These two are flowing in the same direction. Can you see the arrows? Cold air is here and warm air is here. So the two of them meet and they are pushing. But remember, they don't mix because they have different temperature. But in this case, cold air is going these directions and warm air is going this direction also. So because they don't mix, the warm air goes up. And what does it form? Feathery clouds. That's what it forms. Let's watch this video. So class, air mass is a huge body of air with similar temperature and moisture throughout. Front, the boundary where two air masses meet, and weather occurs. The opposing force line up, this one. This line is the front, because at this point, the two air masses meet. Copy the next two definitions. Warm front. Look at the movement. If you can make the drawing, that would be great. This is the warm. This is the warm air mass, and the cold front here, moving in this direction.
I have a question. That is 3 and the 4.
That is the
3 and the 4.
Yes. One
Oh,
front.
okay.
Isabela. Isabela. Warm front. A warm air mass slides slowly over a cold air mass. Warm front may produce light rain or snow for several days. Cold front is a cold air mass pushes into a warm air mass. The warm air gets pushed upward quickly. A cold front brings heavy rains or thunderstorm, or in winter, a snowstorm. Isabella, where did you go? You need to be in class. Did you copy the first two, Isabella? Isabella, did you copy the first two definitions?
I copy only the air mass. I am
One.
in the item capture. I am in the mid and where occurs up front.
Hurry up.
I'm doing the drawing of warm front.
Okay.
We need to draw. We need to draw.
Yeah, if you can make the drawings, that would be great.
Finish to copy, Gabriel.
Cannot make that drawing.
I finished to copy Santiago.
I don't have much space to draw.
Miss,
Yes?
I'm just gonna draw the warm front because I need to copy the
You need to.
the
And it's pretty late. We got just 3 minutes. 3 minutes, okay? Well, in this class, as I said before, you don't have homework. So guys, thank you for your attention.